Okay, let's do the press conference for the slightly less than 4 hours of Spa-Francorchamps. A very difficult race for all concerned, and I'm very pleased to say that for the first time this year, the number 22 United Autosports, Ligier Gibson, Phil Hansen and Felipe Albuquerque, from second on the grid, after a number of safety cars and all the rest of it, and rain and very spa weather. Phil, congratulations on your first victory in LMP2 in ELMS. Do you want to pick the microphone up and talk us through that first stint of yours?
Yeah, I mean, it was tricky, but it was the same for everyone. So I think everyone was struggling initially. It was a bit of a hit and miss for most people because you're trying to read the track and read the grip levels. So it took me a while to get going, and luckily we made a really good call to get Felipe in early, banking on the fact that the weather was going to get worse, and they were going to stop the race as soon as they could get half points at the 2 hour mark. So really good call from the strategy from the guys in United. But yeah, the conditions were tricky, like I said. Visibility was awful, especially at the start when it's hard to judge, to be honest, for the race director and safety car to see how much spray there's going to be when you're going so slowly behind the safety car. So it was definitely difficult for them to judge, but yeah, once we got going, it was a surprise to me how much spray there actually was and the level of the track.
This year has been a difficult year for Ligier. Orica have had the legs on you everywhere else, but it must be quite satisfying to finally be on that top set of the podium.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're on the top set of the podium here today. Well, for sure, we're not on the top set of the podium because of pure performance, which is what it is. But you know, we're still going to take it.
Of course,
a win's a win. But yeah, it's nice to finally get the car going, even in qualifying. I think without the strong performance in quali to get on P2, we wouldn't have been in the position we were throughout the race to be able to make the calls we did and finish on the top. So it was just a really good weekend, I think.
Congratulations. Felipe, you took the car over fairly early, as Phil said. He came in to hand it over to you. Talk us how, from your point of view, the conditions, how much spray was there, you know, how difficult was it? Could you see anything when you were following another car?
Well, yeah, Phil was taking it easy in the beginning, and when I got in as well, the conditions were really tricky, especially like Rouge took me some time to get up to the limit, because once you lose it there, you're done. And we knew that we could have a good car, especially because in free practice, the full wets of the Michelin, they seem very competitive. And I think once the strategy call started playing in place, once I was leading, I could put some good laps, and at least what I heard from my team, my engineer. So the pace was definitely there. I was just then focusing to give a big lead to Phil to go in again. But yeah, in the end was just way too much water. I mean, even behind the safety car at a certain point, I just could see the yellow lights and I couldn't see the car. And, you know, I was trying to survive, actually. Was surviving mode, but yeah, great call from the engineer. And, you know, it's a package when you win.
We're off to your home track next. A few thoughts on that. Hopefully it won't be as wet as this.
Yeah, I mean, in Portugal normally it's or it's really like bad, really bad like this, or it's going to be just sunshine all the weekend. So I hope that we can have a good sunshine for everyone, and most of all, like another win.
Would be nice.
Yes.
Phil, Felipe, congratulations on your first win, and congratulations to United Autosports as well. In second place, the number 21 Dragon Speed Orica Gibson, Nico Lapierre, Ben Hanley and Henrik Hedman. Nico, you started, you were out there battling away. You could see you having a few battles trying to make your way up through the field from 7th on the grid. So very difficult conditions though, like everyone else has said.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, the whole weekend was difficult. And today we are really pleased with this second position. We didn't find a good setup the weekend. I think it's the first time I raced with Dragon Speed that the car is not really fast, but in the end they did a really good job on the strategy. We were quite aggressive. We knew the race would probably not go to the end, so we decided to start with me and Ben, and the team did the right calls and finished in second position. The second podium in a row is a great reward for us.
Ben, you took the car over, as Nico said, it was just, Felipe said it as well, and Phil said it, surviving and getting round.
Yeah, definitely. Like Nico said, the team did a great job on the strategy, and we were very aggressive. So, but yeah, I came out of the pits and I didn't get to drive in the rain. So it was the first time I've driven around here in the rain in the P2 car. So not the best time to do your first laps, especially when I was in a bit of a train, so I couldn't really see where the track was. But yeah, I just slowly tried to pick up the pace and picked off a few because people were on different strategies, so we got past a couple. But yeah, just a solid performance from the strategy guys in the race, and you know the car was pretty good in the rain, lacking a little bit, but you know we kept it on the black stuff and yeah, it earned us second place. And
a podium finish is the result, and it's very, for you and the team, it's a great result.
Yeah, massive result for us. You know, Silverstone gave everyone a good boost. We've been a bit unfortunate up until that point, so hopefully we can keep it going and be on the podium again in Portimao.
Henrik, I'd like to say you probably had the easiest part this afternoon because you didn't get in the car, but it must have been difficult for you watching on the monitors what was going on.
Yeah, it's never easy to sit, and I actually didn't watch the monitors that much because you never know what these guys are going to do. You know, there's so many cars going off, but hats off to everybody that was out there driving, and I think everybody was happy I wasn't out there driving. So.
Right, I'll ask the same question as Felipe. We're going to Portugal next, as a track we raced on last year. What are your thoughts on that? Hopefully drier as well.
Well, we have some unfinished business with that track from last year, so we're going full on, and I think we should be competitive.
Well, congratulations to you and the Dragon Speed team for your second place. And the number 23 Panis Barthez Competition, Ligier Gibson from 10th on the grid, Julien Canal, Will Stevens and Timothée Bouret. Julien, you started the race, you had the hardest part, I think. You were having quite a good battle out there, though. It was very difficult, and you made up some places from 10th. Talk us through your first hour.
Yeah, at the beginning of this race, it was really tough for me. I took a little bit too much margin compared to the others, but the car we have is really, really nice to drive. And after a good decision in terms of the race, our team want to stop during the safety car. It was a good decision. And after I was with Felipe, and unfortunately he overtook me in the first turn, but I have the chance to follow him and to learn a lot in terms of line, of pace and speed. So it was a really good result for us. So I'm really happy, and I hope that it could be continued at Portimao.
Will, you took over the car. I don't know how long. I can't remember how long you had in the car. Was it a half an hour? Was it?
I'm not sure. Felt about 4 hours. But
yeah. It was. I looked at the clock and thought, "Blimey, we only had an hour of this race, and I'm sitting outside not doing what you guys are doing." So it must have been a long time in the car. Felt like it.
We were pretty confident. We knew they were going to obviously take a view after 2 hours of the race. For me, it was a bit too late to red flag it, if I'm honest. The conditions at the end were terrible. I had no mirrors on my car left, so the last few laps were pretty difficult. But yeah, I mean, as everyone said, it's literally just survival mode. No one's near the limit of pushing because you're just trying to keep it on the track. But yeah, I mean, so far this year our pace has actually been pretty strong, but we haven't had the results to show what we could do. So it feels a bit strange that we're up here on the podium this weekend when our performance hasn't been quite as strong as previous races, but it's a good one for the team. They deserve to have success for sticking with it, and they've done a really good job this year.
You had the same problem as Henrik. You had to sit in the car, sit in the garage, and look at what was going on. What was going through your thoughts while you were watching the track?
Yeah, from the outside, the condition looks like tricky, so I can't imagine from inside how that was. But yeah, like Will said, I'm just super happy for the team. It's a great feeling to see all the smiles on the face. So yeah, the team really deserve it. From 2 years now, they work a lot, and I think after all the bad chance maybe that we had this years and the last years, it's just the minimum what we can get. So we take it with pleasure.
And your thoughts on Portimao, last race?
Yeah, so we are really looking forward over there because the last race of the years, and everyone want to win it because it's the last point of the sentence, but I'm sure we can do something great over there, and I'm waiting for a win maybe now.